Welcome back, everyone. Hi. Today I'm going to be reviewing my Epson F170 printer. Now here are all the details. And I'm going to keep this very short, guys. I am not a printer girl, but I just want to let you know that this printer is A1 for businesses. It is wonderful to have, especially if you are making all your designs on your own. This printer can help you out save so much money. Now here are my pros, okay? We have picture quality, which is A1, guys. I love how my pictures turn out on these printer. I love the print of it. Now it does have a self-cleaning feature, which is also wonderful. Um, all I have to do is go in there and it does a deep cleaning for me. Okay, I don't have to go inside and clean it manually. Um, Now it upgrades itself. It tells you when there's an upgrade that needs to be done. Um, and this is also perfect, guys, for another good thing about this printer is the ink life. I do not seem to run out of ink. I can print multiple pages and the ink life will still be good. Um, I did have to go replace some of the ink recently because I've been printing out a lot of stuff. But other than that, the ink doesn't seem to run out, which is a very good thing. One of the best features about this printer is that the screen lifts up. The printer screen lifts up for better access for when you put in your paper, or if you just need better access if something gets stuck. And I think that's one of the very cool features that this printer has. Now here are my cons. Okay, it prints slow. Um, Not as fast as I would like it to be. Um, Normally my prints come out really good, but even on the best settings, it still prints slow. And I don't know if it's because of it's a sublimation printer or not. But my black printer is not as fast as my black printer. Another one of my cons is the setup. Okay, guys. Now I told you in the beginning that you have to do something. You have to kind of play with it, the settings and things like that. Yes, I had to play with the settings. When I first got it, I was really excited to kind of play around with everything. But for some odd reason, I was really not able to set it up the way I wanted to set it up. Now it does run off Wi-Fi, but for some odd reason, maybe it's because of where I'm at in the house, my Wi-Fi was not connecting to it. It would not connect to it. Um, and so I had a problem for a while now. Now they do have the Epson app, but for some odd reason, once again, the Epson app do not work with this printer. So I was having trouble printing out my stuff. I was having trouble printing out the things I need. And what ended up happening was I had to really go do some research. I even bought, Photoshop, um, because they said Photoshop works good with, your prints. It works best with the Epson. So I said, okay, let me get Photoshop. So I even got Photoshop, and I was able for a while to print out um, some stuff with Photoshop using that program. But I felt like it was not worth my money. because I should be able to print these things out regularly. Now I'm just showing you how the thing flips up. That is it's such a cool feature. Um, but so I feel like it was a waste of money just because I'm only using it to print. I'm not printing every single day. I'm just printing, when I have time to print. So I feel like it was a waste of money and it wasn't the best business decision at the time. So what I end up doing is doing a little. So for a while, I just left it alone. But I wound up doing a little bit of research, and I discovered that it has an ether cord in the back. So I just used my ether cord to plug into my computer, and it worked out just fine. I was able to print out a lot more than I think. And like I said before, if you look at my ink levels, they're not like really extremely low. This is after I printed out so much stuff, and it still will not. The ink levels didn't go down that much, which is pretty good. So you see right here, that's where you lift it up right there. I think that's just such a cool feature. And right now, I believe it's actually updating. Um, but yeah, so I had problems with it at first, maybe because I didn't understand it. And, you know, maybe y'all should do a little bit more research than I did. I thought it was just like a regular printer, you just plug it up and go. But it's not. It's so much more to it. You have to download drives. Like with my like with my Canon, all I had to do was plug it up. And once I plugged it up, I just did the regular setup and it connected instantly to the Wi-Fi. But this printer was a little bit more difficult because it wouldn't connect to my Wi-Fi, and I want to have to use an Etherport. Now, if you see my hands are kind of dirty in this video, don't pay no mind. I was crafting, getting a lot of stuff done. So yeah, it's a really good printer, and you can look at my levels. Like the black always runs out first. But for some odd reason as well, magenta, which is the red color, was also running out. Maybe it was because of the designs I was printing out at the time. But yeah, so this is a really good printer. I advise y'all to go ahead and purchase it. Of course, the setup wasn't as easy as I thought it would. I assumed it was just like a regular printer. You just, hook up to the Wi-Fi and just go. But there's so much stuff you have to do. You have to download drives for it. With my Canon, I did not have to download any drives for it, and it could automatically connect to the Wi-Fi. So these are some things you need to consider. I hope this video touched y'all. I hope you like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment below, and I will respond to each one. Thank you guys. Bye.